Hello.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Fantastic. All right. You ready, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. John, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. Thanks, Justin. Bob, obviously, I think the biggest question everybody wants to know is how's Canardo?
He's quad injury. We're a little bit in the hip. You know, they're going to do an MRI. We don't have the results of that back yet. He was getting that done today. You know, we're hopeful that it's not, you know, too serious, but, you know, we don't expect him back for these two games. You know, we have Loudoun and then Red Bull. I wouldn't expect him back either of these two games, and we'll see how the MRI turns out and then see if it's a 2-week or a 3-week or, you know, we're hopeful for the best, but right now it's a little too early to know for sure.
Okay. Greg, you want to go next?
Yeah, thanks, Justin. I mean, Coach, with just how you guys won on Friday, I mean, winning by 3 goals, getting the clean sheet, even with Canardo getting hurt early. I mean, how big of a win was that for you guys on Friday, just in the way you executed and everything like that?
Yeah, really, really good performance. You know, it was a long trip up there, and the guys responded well. They managed the game very well. You know, I felt like we did a pretty good job with our possession and making them chase. And, you know, they were dangerous in some moments, but we got better as the game went on, you know, not getting exposed in behind. And, you know, they're a good team, but we had to get a result. You know, I think with games in hand, Hartford had games in hand. It was a game we had to have. I'm not sure if we didn't get a result there. I think we would have been fighting for second place the rest of the year. And I think by winning now, we have an opportunity to try to go on and win our division and finish higher up the standings, you know, to help us at playoff time in terms of whether we're hosting home games, you know. And we still have a lot of work to do, and we're still a little bit mathematically behind Hartford if you look at it as a points per game picture. So, you know, we have work to do, but, you know, we play them 2 more times here at home, and it feels like it's a little more in our control, you know, as long as we're able to finish this week. I mean, this is the last of our multiple game weeks where, you know, we play midweek Tuesday, and then we play Saturday in Red Bull. 2 of the games are on the road. Like, we've had 3 of these trips or stretches where we had 3 games. And, you know, I think if we talked about it before the week, we have to win in Hartford first, but this is a massive week for us to kind of solidify where we are in our division and hopefully set us up for a good finish to the season.
Caitlin?
Hey, Coach. So how are the wing backs? How have they provided support for the team throughout this season?
I think they've been great, and, you know, they were really good the other night. I mean, I think Jordan was involved with 2 of the 3 goals, getting forward and causing the breakdowns for St. Louis, for Hartford. And then obviously Ryan James had 2 goals. They're unique players, you know, Ryan and Jordan. They both played as midfielders in college. We've converted them to outside backs / wing backs. They They have good skill sets. You know, they defend well. They understand what we do defensively, and they make it really hard for teams to penetrate in wide areas. But then they also provide that danger. They're always willing to get forward and create an extra man in the attack for us. And they've kind of evolved, you know, from when they came in with me in Rochester, and, you know, they're savvy, they're smart players, and you know, they have good engines. And in most games, they're a big part of our attack. I mean, we constantly trying to get them into attacking areas to provide width and make it harder for other teams' defenses. And, you know, they cause a lot of problems, but, you know, they also, some games they have a little bit more work defensively to do, and they're capable of handling themselves on the defensive side of the ball really well also.
Coach, when Canardo went down, were you impressed with the calmness the team seemed to respond with?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of credit should go to, those midfield three. I thought, you know, Anthony had some injuries earlier in the year. Velarde, I thought he had a very good game. I thought Danny Griffin had a really good game, and Robbie. I mean, those are three young players, a rookie and two second-year players that I thought really, you know, did a good job in the middle of the field for us. And everyone, you know, everyone knew, you know, we need to be solid, and it certainly helped to get a goal shortly after that to calm us down, and, you know, to get the second goal in around the 20-minute mark. You know, the guys were confident, but I think it was a big moment for us as a team. The fact that, you know, if you're a strong team, you have to be able to win, and there's always injuries. There's always things that happen. And I remember last year going to St. Louis late in the season, and we had some concerns because we weren't going to have Thomas Van Kuyzeel available, and we're trying to finish first, and St. Louis is fighting for a playoff spot, and we knew it'd be a very difficult game. And, you know, we had a really solid performance there. And, you know, I think it's always good when even your key players they're so consistent. You count on them game in, game out. They always make a difference. But, you know, this group of players, and, you know, I think good teams, players step forward, you know, and we got a lot of players with good ability. And, you know, certainly we're hoping that Canardo's not out for too long, but, you know, we have two massive games coming up where we've got to get the job done regardless of who's on the field. We've got to find a way and rotate some guys in, and hopefully it's a reminder to everyone that, hey, we play as a team and make the guys around us better. You know, we can still get the results we need as long as we stick together. And it's just good to see the response on the road. You know, it was a big game, and I think the guys responded well.
Yeah, let's open it up. Anyone else have questions for Coach?
Yeah, I had another one.
Okay, Greg, you go first. Greg goes first, and then John, you can go.
Coach, you got Loudoun again on Tuesday. Even though you were able to come away with a 2-0 victory last week, is there anything different you want to see from your side heading into Tuesday night?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're able to manage we got those two early goals in Loudoun, and we didn't create a lot of chances after that. And, you know, I think we were up a man before halftime, so I would have liked to have seen us score a goal or two in the second half to kind of put the game away. And we were up a man, and I don't think we held the ball well enough. I think we could have been more positive. So, I'm hoping we can play a complete game. I think they're dangerous. They have a lot of pace. And I think they showed even a man down against us that they can cause problems. So we're going to have to do a better job. They got in behind. I know we got a shutout, but they got in behind us more than we would have liked. So we're hoping to limit some of those danger moments that they created in the first game, and then do a better job ourselves of creating chances and staying on the front foot.
John?
Yeah, Bob, hi.
Hi, John.
The other day, at 7 minutes into the match, the players, went over to the center circle, as another gesture in terms of, social justice and those sort of topics that have been going around lately. And I know after the Indy match, I believe you spoke eloquently about how your team is, how you supportive you and the organization are of the players, and just any. I guess I'm curious as to what happened leading up to Friday's match, and was there any discussion with you, or how did all that come about?
Yeah, I mean, I know there were discussions amongst the Black Player Alliance, leading up, Thursday, early Friday. The game was Friday night. They were having discussions about what they wanted to do leading into the weekend, and certainly there's all of the player reps from all the teams and the Players Association were having those discussions, and ultimately the decision they made was to play the game and have a moment at the 7-minute mark where all the players would go to midfield. And I think we talked about as a group on Thursday when we got into Hartford. We went to train and we talked about what's going on, right now in the locker room on Thursday. There was a little bit of talk on Friday morning when we stretch and warm up, and it's a critical time, and I think the players want to have a voice, and hopefully we're all talking about it and we're all doing something to make a difference. And, there was a lot of anxiety about all of it, I know with our group, and we got back, we had a meeting yesterday. We drove back Saturday. We didn't come back right after the game because it's such a long trip. We stayed in the hotel after the game, got a good night's sleep, and then drove back Saturday. And yesterday we brought them in and trained, and after training we got together as a group. And so we're trying to be proactive as a club to support the players. And I would anticipate that there's more ideas and there's more things that could happen moving forward with the Players Association and the league. And I know a lot of those things are in the works. So but I think it's our job right now to hear the players, and we're all part of this organization, not just the players. And when we train and when we play, we all need to be on the same page. And I think we have a good group, a mature group, and we don't have a bunch of yellers and screamers on our team other than me. But most of those guys they're very mature and strong individuals and intelligent individuals that they understand that there's a really big picture here that we need to all be aware of. And I think there's a belief in the group to continue to look at this and try to make a difference. So hopefully we're able to continue to help them, but also do the work as an organization as well.
Anything else for Coach?
I had one more.
Go ahead, Greg.
Coach, all season you've talked about kind of improving each game, getting better each game. You feel like, coming down towards the end of the season, you guys are starting to get into a groove as you enter this week of play?
Yeah, I thought Patrick Bunk Anderson came into the game and looked good. I know it was mop up time a little bit, but he was in the 18 for the first time and we got him some minutes, so that's a positive sign. I think Dequa is here, was able to go on the trip with us, but we expect him to be in the 18 tomorrow. We'll see whether or not we play him tomorrow, and obviously there's a New York game on Saturday, so it's difficult, losing Canardo. It's nice that we're getting a few players a little bit closer. Danny Rivera, although he was injured in the last Loudoun game and missed St. Louis and Hartford, he's back training as of today, and he looked good for his first day back today. So that helps as well. Look, I felt like we had a tough game in Loudoun with a lot of changes, and we got a result. I thought we played pretty well against St. Louis, other than 15 minutes at the end of the first half and beginning of the second. And but I think Hartford was a pretty efficient performance, and for sure there's things that can be better. But I think we showed some quality and we handled it well. So I'm hoping to build off of that. Obviously, with tired legs, the challenges against Loudoun in New York, we're constantly being put to the test, which is a good thing. It's demanding, but I think you learn a lot about yourself. So I know the first 3-game week we had earlier in the year, we won against Philly, and then we lost a tight game to Indy in New York. The next time we had 3 games, we won. We actually lost the first one to Indy, beat Loudoun, and tied St. Louis. So we went 1-1-1. This time we're 1-0. I'm hoping in our last 2 games we can get results and hopefully win all of them and show even improvement in terms of how we manage a 3-game stretch. So it's a big game tomorrow, and I think this week in general is a big week. And do I feel we're getting better? Yes. I do know if we can finish this week strong, the schedule sets up for us pretty nicely after this week. We have 4 games, one-off games, 1 a week. So, I think all the work that we can do that's positive this week will definitely help us as we move forward.
John, you had a question?
Nope, I'm good.
You're good? All right. Anything else from anybody else? All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you soon.
Have a good day.
All right. Bye.